Alright guys, you're gonna have to excuse the mess. This is really a severe work in progress, but this is the new basement. It's not as big as our other basement, and the ceilings are much lower because this house was built in 1952. It's got limestone brick walls for the majority, except for when they put the tiles in for the sump pump. So this is what we have set up currently. These are all of our smaller tanks that we have either condensed or, we've condensed and put into different tanks. So this is going to be our rack of 50 lowboys. There's one missing. It's going to be the river tank that my sister has the special loaches in. And we just haven't broken it down yet. The bottom, we moved my dojo loaches into a lowboy. You might be able to see some of them down there. There's Mama. And the gold barbs are still in there with the loaches. I currently don't have a light set up. This is the eggs. They're staying in their tank. Ghost is temporarily squatting still. And you see the eggs are all very happy. Their filtration and light is all set up on the tank, although we do have a wiring mess going on right now because the majority of my fish from this 125 are in that bin with the filter floss on top. Our media that is cycling or already cycled or in the process of cycling is sitting in that tub. The remaining baby plecos we have are sitting in there. They had a little mishap, so I've got my Nuri cycads sitting in here. They're waiting to go into their new home. This is my sister's 75-gallon. It has Gruyere, which is Ghost's son, full-grown adult. It has another pleco in there. I'm going to say L. No, I'm not even going to bother because I'm going to get it wrong. And it has her wolf fish in here, Jelly Bean. He's hiding somewhere. Surprised he didn't come out and beg for food. But he's in here somewhere. He was previously in my sister's custom, the tank that she bought that was custom built 75. It was just too heavy, so we just got a regular 75-gallon. This is the 75-gallon acrylic that we were able to get as a swap for a 75-gallon with lids. It is currently holding the majority of fish that were in that upstairs 75-gallon tank. My sister's eels, the raspberries. It is also home to her Shout and Denny puffer. This is Pumpernickel. And Pumpernickel was originally in a lowboy with all of these other fish. However, they were severely depressed. So instead of my sister making this a Lake Tanganyika cichlid tank, she decided to put them here. And in the meantime, I went ahead and I bought Pumpernickel a girlfriend. Hopefully she's still there. I don't know if you can see her. Say hi to Gingerbread. Here she comes. Hi, Gingerbread. Hello. She's very personable. Very personable. She's only been in the tank for 2 days. Pumpernickel was so happy the first day he saw her. He was just following her along the tank like a little doggy. Couldn't believe his eyes that he had a girlfriend. The raspberries absolutely love this tank too. That's all they've been doing is dithering from one side to the other. We're planning on getting about 20 more of the smaller ones. This is a mix of Harlequin, Espies, and Hengelis, and we're planning on bumping up the Espies and the Hengelis by 10 each. Otherwise, nothing too much else is going to go in this tank. This wall, all the way from here to down to there, are going to be where our large tanks go. From our last plan, we're going to have a 120 here, We are going to have the 125 here. We are going to have the 120, 5-foot 120 here. And then last but least, my 180 is going to go over there. However, there is some work that needs to be done in the ceiling there, and also there's a stand that needs to be built for the 180, so that's not going to be set up till winter time. The only tanks that we have left to break down at home are my sister's 2 15 gallons with her pea puffers and that 40 river tank. The pea puffers are going to go on the top here, side by side. The bottom is going to be open because eventually I am going to be setting up a 20 long with some more Tatia catfish. Different variety this time, not the honeycomb. And some ember tetras. So that will be the extent of our tanks. Not that it's not a lot already. In the future we might add some more tanks upstairs. But right now there's not a lot of space, and we are moving, and probably will be in a state of moving and or renovating for a couple years, to be perfectly honest. So there is oh yeah, there's going to be a 10-gallon setup because I had a bunch of rabbit and fauna snails in the tank where my ice spot gouramis were, which is this one right now, and then my scarlet baddies are here too. There's a female missing. That's the male on the left and the female on the right. The other female's missing. My pea puffer's in here too. Ichabod. There he is in the back, you can see him. And the gourami's following him. That's Ichabod right there. Sorry, the water's a little cloudy. The red flint sand / gravel that we got was a little cloudy and hasn't cleared up yet. And then this is my sister's mini cichlid tank. We do have relatively new addition, 2 gobies, river gobies, the river gobies. There's the male, there's the female. We'd like to bump up and get a couple more females. These were just the last 2 that they had in the store when we got them. Her cichlids are pounding, but she did have some rabbit snails in here too, but we decided we were just going to set up a 10-gallon for them. And the rabbit snail babies that we have going on right now. We still have to move our rack that has all the food and miscellaneous supplies, and the electricity is going to have to be redone in the future. Once we get the tubs broken down and can actually work on the electricity, it's going to have to be redone because it's a mess. So there's my slightly long update.